Here's Brody Brazil.
Yesterday, Oakland City Council met for more than an hour in specifically discussing Howard Terminal. I'm here now to tell you everything you need to know about it in less than 2 minutes. Here we go. 2 main points to share, beginning with number one. A development agreement is still not in place between the City of Oakland and the A's for the Howard Terminal project. Now, this is necessary to happen so that financial analysis can happen, so that a binding vote can happen, and hopefully all of that taking place by the end of 2022. That's because there's an election this November, and the city's going to get a new mayor and likely several new council members starting in 2023. So you'd like to get these negotiations and this deal done with the people you've already been working with now for the past weeks, months, and even, in fact, years. You realize that's a tight timeline to get all of this stuff done. Well, the city administrator himself said that it is still possible to fit under that deadline if a deal gets struck within the next week. Wait, what? That's the first time in all of this project and all the conversations we've ever heard a deadline be that finite, that precise, but also that short away. And whether it's 5% likely or 95% likely, I don't know. I also don't want to lead you on in either direction, but just hearing that phrase, 1 week away, if we get this done, if we can hammer this out in 1 week, and it was mentioned multiple times, it really catches your ear. It makes you wonder how close a development agreement might be. Okay, let's move on to the other big side of this, the off-site infrastructure. The city of Oakland decided last summer that they would be responsible to secure the hundreds of millions of dollars to fix up the neighborhood surrounding Howard Terminal to support the ballpark and the construction project there. So far, and today they announced this, that they have secured 90% of the total funds the A's estimated back in the summer of 2021. That is $321.5 million. However, they also admitted that because of price increases and just flat-out inflation in general, that $321.5 million is going to be far less than the 90% they originally were aiming for. It's just not enough money. It's going to cost more, like a lot of projects do. So the bad news is, it's going to cost more and there's inflation. The good news is Oakland is still reaching out for more federal and state grants to try and bridge that financial gap. The hard part is the way they're getting this money doesn't mean they'll receive all of it they're asking for. It also doesn't necessarily come on a distinct or definitive timeline from the state or from the federal level. So bottom line is this. It was not the storybook meeting where everything right happened yesterday, but it certainly wasn't a bad thing. In fact, it got a little bit more interesting. I would definitely keep your eyes and ears peeled on A's and Howard Terminal news in the coming days and weeks.